Hi everyone, it's meteorologist Alexa Minton here with a quick look at what's happening right now weather-wise for Kentucky. There's a lot of activity happening all around us, which, believe it or not, is contributing to the reasons we're having the mild-mannered weather that we are now. So once we look at our first alert radar network, we can kind of see what's going on in the grand scheme of things, right? So we have this high pressure region that's kind of parked itself over parts of the northeast, and what it's allowed it to do is to kind of keep us calm in regards to our weather. Now we're keeping our eye on this low pressure region up there that is bringing about a little bit of rainfall, but it's not going to directly affect us. We also got our eyes on this other low pressure region over on the east coast that is bringing about some rain towards our friends in Raleigh. In fact, it could turn into a tropical storm here pretty soon, so we're keeping a lookout for it because it is going to affect our weather as soon as parts of tonight. Now, if we're looking at this tropical storm specifically, it's giving 50-mile-an-hour winds. We're talking 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and it's bringing lots of bands of rain. And I'm sure you're thinking, Alexa, why are we talking about this tropical track? Obviously, we extended out through Sunday. It doesn't look like it's going to directly affect Kentucky. Well, the reason why we're focused on it is because it could bring some bands of rain into parts of eastern Kentucky, but the main thing we're focused on is how it's going to affect our weekend setup. Now, what we're noticing right now is once it makes landfall, it's going to allow it to kind of pair with that high pressure region and then push in this wave of wind. We're going to start to see some really strong winds as soon as this evening. They're going to be coming in from the northeast. They're going to be giving us cooler air too as we head towards this weekend. So you could see some pretty strong wind gusts for your night tonight. I'm talking like 25 miles an hour. I'm also thinking if you guys are headed about your day tomorrow, we're still going to see some stronger, breezier winds. Now let's go about our hour-by-hour forecast. As you can see, not a lot of activity across the board. Once we click through it, we can see that it doesn't take long for us to get up towards that 80-degree mark. 4 o'clock today, we'll see an 81 in Lexington, 83 in Frankfort, 85 in Louisville, getting nice and toasty. Certainly doesn't look at all like fall, but as we head towards the evening, we allow that cool wind to come in and our temperatures cool really quickly paired with it. We'll see a 59 in Maysville, 66 in Lexington, 64 in Mount Sterling. As we look then towards our Saturday start to the day, it's a little different than today. We were looking at our Saturday today, or our start to today, with some temperatures mostly in the 50s, even some areas in the 60s. 5 o'clock tomorrow is going to be a lot different. We see a 48 in Cynthiana, Richmond, 49 in Danville and Mount Sterling. Keep your eye on eastern Kentucky. We start to see some of that rain from that tropical storm system start to bring about some rainfall for our friends in eastern Kentucky. Certainly a lot of cloud cover. It'll last throughout your day. Specifically, I'm looking at Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hazard, Harlan. You guys are going to be getting the brunt of the effect, but what we're also keeping our eye on again are those wind gusts. Wind gust forecast looking at 7 o'clock tonight. We're thinking Friday Night Lights, football kickoff time. We start to see some double digits for our wind gusts. As we look then towards 10:30, you could see 24 miles an hour in Lexington, 23 in Cynthiana. Now, if you are in, mostly it's focused on northern Kentucky. That's where that wind is kind of riding down off of. It's going to give us some really strong wind gusts. Think of this as like you're driving in a neighborhood, your speed limit's 25. Well, that wind itself is going as fast as your car would be going in a neighborhood. That's how quick these wind gusts are coming. So not damaging, but definitely inconvenient as you go about your day. We'll wrap things up, of course, with a Friday night light football forecast. It might start off the game where you won't need a light jacket. By the time we head towards that second half of the game, that will definitely be a little chilly. Add in those wind gusts, it could feel even cooler, so it's definitely going to be a cool Friday night. But of course, we officially start fall tomorrow, so it's going to be a great day for some fall conditions for our Saturday. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning to catch me on WKYT Mornings. But as always, if you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to go through all those comments and answer any weather questions you guys have. Thanks for tuning in.